Most people don't realize how much of their personal information is being bought and sold every day. Data brokers are making millions pulling details about you from public records and the internet, then packaging and selling it, usually without your consent. That's how your information lands in the hands of scammers, spammers, even stalkers. It's why you get endless robocalls and why ads seem to follow you everywhere. That's where Aura comes in. Aura actively removes your data from broker sites and keeps it off. They also instantly alert you if your information shows up in a breach or on the dark web. But Aura goes beyond data protection. With one app, you get a VPN, antivirus, password manager, spam call protection, dark web monitoring, and even up to $5 million in identity theft insurance, all backed by 24/7 US-based fraud support. Other companies might just sell credit monitoring or just a VPN. Aura gives you all of it, together at the same price competitors charge for just one service. Start your free trial today at aura.com/hidden. Protect yourself now at aura.com/hidden.
It's car con carne. Let's eat in the car. It's car con carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
And happy Friday night. It's Car Con Carne, episode 501. Car Con Carne for the remainder of tonight, sponsored by our friends at Happy to Meet You. I need you to get on this now because you're going to hate yourself if you don't. Overnight local delivery for free if you use my promo code, C-A-R-N-E, Carne. What is Happy to Meet You? Happy to Meet You is Chicagoland's online butcher shop. They bring to your door the same steaks and cuts that you get at the big Chicago steakhouses, at those places you take people out to impress. Now, they bring it to your house, and we're all at home. Let's face it, we're not going anywhere. So wouldn't it be nice to have some kick-ass meat to throw in the cast iron skillet, throw in the grill, throw in the oven, throw in the broiler, and serve for yourself, friends, whatever. HappyToMeetYou.com, M-E-A-T-U, letter U.com. Use my promo code because then you get the free next-day local delivery and a pound of the Mother Chucker burger, which is gigantic, delicious burger patty. You get a pound, free overnight local delivery. Do it tonight or forever hold your meat. I'm telling you, happytomeetyou.com. My guests tonight, they are Kill Scenes. I have with us Sean, Margo, Andrew, and John. Thank you for doing this. We were talking right before we started. Thanks for spending your Friday night doing this. And then I, of course, realized none of us have anywhere to go.
This is the best. This is the best gig in town.
Is that right? Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. Let's start with you, Sean, because when I think of the band Kill Scenes, Chicago band Kill Scenes, I tend to have only thought of you as the band, as kind of the one man, the Svengali, the person pulling all the strings. But here we have this robust Kill Scenes ensemble. Tell me about the evolution from you to what we have here.
So these are my pals. These are the people that I've chosen to play the songs with me. Pretty much it's a thing. You can't really do the kind of music I'm trying to do by yourself, make it engaging, make it dynamic with an audience. It's just boring to see a guy up there with a phone or a tablet or whatever, just singing over pre-recorded tracks. So you find some people you trust, that you like, you get along with. These guys are all great. They're all really intuitive. Margo is a fantastic, phenomenal singer. I knew that before. I've heard her solo stuff. We were roommates back in the day. Andrew is a great drummer. John is a very fantastic, cooperative, and creative guitar player. And these guys are just fantastic to play with. So really it was a necessity to have other people, and it's also lucky to be able to play with other people that just I get along with so well.
You said when you first shared with me some of the new songs off Here Lies, you said these songs are more rock forward. Is that the result of working with the team here, or is that just the natural progression of your sound and the band?
That's actually almost the opposite. It was really kind of a thing. We were doing these really kind of complex, synth-heavy sort of goth pop songs before. And I was getting to the point with the recording where it was just getting so complex. Things were taking so long. It was taking forever to get releases out. And then this whole thing happened with COVID and can't really get together with people in the studio, whatever. And I just wanted to make something that was simple. I played in rock bands since I was a teenager. So the idea of like doing something that could be done by like a 4 or 5 piece rock group seemed like kind of a nice escape from endless synth programming and drum tweaking. And it was just like, okay, let's put it all out there. Drum set, bass, guitars, vocals, and then just throw it at the wall, see what sticks. And that's what the Here Lies record is, what it, sort of how it came about.
And let's be clear, you said you had been doing synth heavy goth pop songs. This album includes a lot of synth heavy goth pop songs. I mean, that sense, that vibe is still there. I mean, the dark, synthy, melodic post-punk stuff. I mean, I hear The Cure. You're wearing a Cure shirt, in fact. I hear the Pumpkins. I hear Echo and the Bunnymen. I hear Gary Newman. I hear all those kind of
they're all in there. Oh, I'm glad they made it out. They're in there. They're in the pot, boiling.
Which makes me wonder, Sean, were you born in the wrong decade?
I feel like I was born maybe not a whole decade late. I feel like I was born maybe 6 years late. So I was born in 83. I feel like if I'd been born in 77, things might have made more sense. But I don't know.
Let's talk a little bit about the album. And please, I even though I'm focusing on Sean, please, Margo, Andrew, John, jump in as you feel appropriate. The new album is called Here Lies, and to me, the album title is ambiguous. It could be the beginning of a tombstone inscription. It could be a statement of here lies some untruths. Was it intentionally ambiguous, or am I really reaching on this?
You're like directly right on it. It's got 3 or 4 meanings, but there's also a homonym thing there too, like the idea that you'd be hearing lies, hear lies, homophone, yes,
same sound.
To hear lies, yes, the tombstone. Here lies this, where we are is a magical smoke screen. This reality, here lies. There's all kinds of ways to take it, but yeah, right on the head.
Lyrically, I love what you're doing. Although I feel like you're writing some of these songs with a sense of existential dread. The themes, Oblivion, Vanishing Act. I love the bass on Oblivion, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was the bass on the whole album. It sounds silly, but I kind of had this idea that I wanted the bass to be played like by a Frenchman, somebody who was speaking French. But I don't know why. It just kind of came to my head. I had this idea that bass line to me sounded very much like somebody who was like, you know, I don't speak French, but if I was to do like a, kind of some, I don't know.
It goes in line with the existential dread, I think.
Yes.
I'm sorry to all the
It's like reading Star Trek.
Yeah.
You could probably do a French accent
sorry.
pretty good, I bet.
No, probably not. Not at all. Sorry, guys.
The album starts with Autumn's Kiss, which is about suicide.
Yes, it's suicide as a metaphor. It's weird because it's stacked metaphors. It's the turning of the seasons sort of as a metaphor for suicide, which is sort of a metaphor for ego death, which I know it sounds like really. It's all there though. Suicide's in it. It's a big jumble of ideas, but yeah, there's symbols for symbols for symbols.
I love it. Well, there's certainly a literary or poetic sensibility to what you write, and I didn't want to presume to assume what your song was specifically about. Vanishing Act is a song you got to me early. I played it on my radio show on KQX. Of all the songs on the album, sounds like an obvious single. I love the guitar, the way it just kind of hangs there and haunts the rest of the song. Tell me about Vanishing Act. Vanishing
Act is it is really just in that existential dread zone. It's just kind of the idea that everything is sort of ephemeral, and it's ephemeral eternally. So everything we're doing just eventually kind of fades away, disappears, but for whatever reason, we have this sort of compulsion to keep doing it, to keep trying to make things matter. And I think it's kind of important that we keep trying to make things matter, but I don't know why. And that's kind of the question of the song. Is it's like we can't escape trying to make things important, even though life tries to show us how unimportant they are. But that just makes us like more like want to tenaciously make it important. It's just this unending cycle of trying to make things matter. When
makes it very timely right now. I feel like
for sure,
right,
for sure. More important than any of this is that Margo's dog. I hear.
Yeah, my dog was growling, so I had to mute.
Peta's angry.
Try to feed her some treats.
Can we see the dog?
Of course.
Oh, who's a good dog?
So cute.
That is a beautiful dog.
Tia.
Oh, this is the best part of this world we live in, trying to find a positive in this, ongoing dumpster fire shit show that we're all in, being able to see into people's lives and homes and see their pets, being able to see other dogs. So this is that. Who doesn't smile when they see someone's dog on a Zoom?
Yeah, she has to sit on my lap whenever I'm on Zoom. So it's just like,
are you all on endless Zooms during the day?
Not endless. Here
This
and
is
there.
my third Zoom I've ever done.
oh really?
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I don't really do the Zoom. Yeah.
Teach me.
Yeah, I'm running programs a lot on Zoom, so I'm kind of used to it by now.
Sean, the amount of time between Here Lies and In Dreams, kind of a big gap between. Were you kind of checking out of music for a while? Were you?
No, I was working on music constantly, and that's kind of where the stripped down, more rock forward approach came from. There was actually a record that I was working on, and Margo and I were working on some songs actually together on that one. I actually sent you some songs. There's an album called Mask that we had like 75% done. And it just was this thing where it kept getting more and more and more complex the closer to completion I was getting. It was just like that distance was getting shorter, but there were more and more and more and more things that were needing to happen to get it finished. And then the whole thing with COVID hit, and it just seemed like it just wasn't happening in time. And I was sick of not having something to put out. And so I'd had these other songs that were kind of brewing a little bit in the background that I just said, screw it. I'm going to focus on the rock album and put that one out, and we'll come back to Mask when the time. Plus, I didn't want to put out an album called Mask right now because I feel like, right. It's like, I don't want that to be the association people have with it. Like, to me, it was this very deep, like Joseph Campbell, like Masks of God kind of concept that's like wanted to be really like heavy and cool. And it's like, now it's just thinking some political statement about having to wear a mask or something, which seems silly. I don't know. So
yeah, good call.
It's shelved. It's still there. But I spent a lot of time working on that one. And there were a couple of other things in there too that just weren't happening as fast as I liked. And so kind of switched gears and did Here Lies instead. And I'm happy that I did. Otherwise, I don't know when any of that stuff would have come out.
Sean, is that the album that Silent Knife is going to be on? Or is that just its own single now? No,
it's still on that album.
Yeah.
It's a great failing.
I love the track. We started playing it back in like January, February, and we're really getting into it and having really fun with it.
It was probably the most fun song we had to do live, but
and we were practicing regularly before quarantine hit, so it just like really threw off our entire dynamic. And we were doing a lot of practicing for playing live, and then quarantine just really kind of threw all that out the window. So now we've got to like completely kind of like reestablish like, well, what is going to be our flow like during social distancing and whatnot.
What's our sound? Do we find a bassist?
Right.
Well, and that song is still, I mean, you can listen to it. I mean, the lost song from the unreleased Mask album is on Bandcamp.
Yeah, it's there. I mean, it's still there. It's still up. You can press play. In fact, I encourage anyone to press play on that. It's still a banger.
So we joked before we started the podcast that you all should start your own podcast. Actually, I didn't even make the joke. Someone in the band did. I guess my question is, how are you keeping busy? How are you keeping Kill Scenes moving forward in this year of the Eternal Dumpster Fire?
Well, Sean and I did a Rhiannon cover. So I recorded, we've been doing a few covers here and there. So that was one of the latest things that we did. That was super fun.
Margo and I have a couple of secret projects that we've been sort of working on. Sorry, Andrew and John, they know a little bit about it, but we've been kind of passing tracks back and forth and like working with the idea of remote recording, which again is kind of new for us, but it's actually working out kind of nice. It's actually nice to have somebody in their own studio sending you something back so that you're not like, there's like a control freak thing that happens when you're in the room and like, you know, I don't know. There's just a comfort that you get when you're by yourself, I think. And
Sure.
it's really nice receiving a package of Margo's great vocals and being able to be like, okay, now I can just mix these without thinking about, you know, how they're, you know, being recorded or, you know, controlling the distance from the microphone or any of that stuff. I just get a nice package of vocals and get to work with them from there. So the remote recording's it's been good. It's been fun.
It has been. I mean, Sean really is like a one-man band in general, but, you know, then we can all like come in and, you know, each add our creative flair, so to speak. So, yeah, I mean, I love doing.
Very important to me.
Yeah.
I wish that Sean, I wish that Sean truly was a one-man band with like a banjo, harmonica, a cymbal that he triggered with his foot. I would love.
I tried to rig it once. I did have this crazy idea of just like this incredibly complex busking setup that I could have. And I got a few pieces together and like it was like a costume that I was putting on. And I realized I was losing it. Like, I was like, this is insane. This is stupid. Don't do it.
That's a good way to keep social distance. Cause when people see you doing that, they'll just be like,
yeah. I got halfway there and I abandoned ship on that. It was just like, this is people think you're crazy.
Yeah, we can all agree that when this is all said and done, when things get back to whatever normal will be, social distancing's okay. I'm all right with that.
For the most part, yeah. It's like,
I like my space. That's cool.
Great.
In fact, let's keep wearing masks.
I'm very
probably will.
for masks in general. I mean, you have a cold or something and you're going out on the bus and stuff, like that just seems courteous, you know.
No one can see the faces you make, the sneering.
It's going to be part of the culture.
They can still see the eye roll. They can still see the side eye, but they can't see the frown or you can't see you muttering under your breath. It hides a multitude of pettiness, really. One thing I like, one of the many things I like about Kill Scenes, the new album Here Lies. This is the kind of music I love. This kind of music. This is the kind of music I want to listen to in the dark. I want to listen to it loud. I try to envision being in a small room where dry ice fog is filling the space and I can't see 5 feet in front of me. That's the vibe I get from listening to this new album.
Yes.
Yes. That's how I want to play the new album.
We did it.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah. We can finally do it live. I would love to be in that room.
So Here Lies is the new one from Kill Scenes. If people want to listen to it, if people want to support the band and buy it, what should they do?
They should go to killscenes.bandcamp.com. And if you buy the album Here Lies, actually, we're donating 100% of our cut to the Chicago Community Bond Fund, which is a cause that we think is really important. It's always important. We feel like it's especially important right now. But that is what we're working on, what we would like the money to go toward. Otherwise, you can stream it on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. Kill Scenes, it's up.
And I realize I can never get the lighting right here. I've got one of these selfie lights that someone recommended I get. This thing.
Ooh.
I have one of those.
It's like a halo.
It is like a halo.
Angelic.
Because I wear glasses, I can't put it right in front of me because it just creates these two circular like rings around my head. So I've got to adjust the light. The lighting's terrible here. Oh, there we go.
That's it.
Oh, that's perfect for the vibe. Yeah.
Am I goth AF right now? But the reason why I'm messing with the lights, Kill Scenes,
It is.
I wanted to at least draw attention to the
Nice.
fact that I've got a Kill Scenes record sitting behind me, which the light was kind of obscuring it. But here we go.
I saw it. I was trying to play it cool.
Play it cool. It's got the album in the background.
That might be our back there.
Anyway, I think you're awesome. And again, thanks for doing this on a Friday night. It was great talking to you.
Thank you so much, James.
Thank you.
Thank you.